Very well. So, Raheem, I mean, families don't need to be separated to be in broken homes. And as you heard Conroy, they're giving the definition, the dictionary definition, that a broken
Yeah.
home or household really is no longer functioning as a family unit. How do you respond to all of that in terms of broken homes?
Um, well, I posit, that, all homes really have elements of brokenness. That's the first thing. And so, you know, something that Conroy said that, you could also be in the home and having both parents, and at the same time there is brokenness, right? And as you had said, there's dysfunction, but there's also brokenness. There's no the level of union, the union has disintegrated.
Yeah.
But how do we solve something like that? Well, firstly, understanding, compromise. Those are some of the words. Compassion. Those are the words that we need to start looking at. I think oftentimes persons, they get involved in a relationship and they don't understand what it takes to build a relationship. And those are some of the key words, key factors that are needed in concretizing a real strong relationship.
Right. So, in other words, you're saying that failure to recognize that it leads to divorce and separation. And at the end of the day, I mean, people are widowed because death is inevitable. Makes sense. But at the same time, what are the impacts, or what is the impact that this will have on our children in the older years? I mean, so many different things can happen. For example, poor family relationships, marital problems, you name it, violence, poverty.
Well, I tell you one thing. I come from a broken home.
Yeah.
My parents, they separated when I was 17, and you would think that at 17 I would have already been able to deal with separation, with my parents separating, but I wasn't. I started acting out, and my brother started acting out, and we think that that it's something that does not necessarily affect children, even in their adult
Yes,
life,
yeah.
but it does, and it can, and this is something that festers, and it can lead to children going astray, because at a certain point in my life, I did go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,